Welcome to episode 29 of Sustainable Photography. I'm Ingvild Kolnes, and today I want to talk to you about how you can have more time off without losing out. You're listening to Sustainable Photography, where you get support and education to build your profitable business in a way that supports your way of living. I'm Ingvild Kolnes, and after 11 years as a photographer, I want to share what I've learned with you. So if you're looking for confidence, inspiration, and to-the-point tips, keep listening. For full transparency, I also want you to know that I'm a mentor with paid offers, and I might mention some of those in this episode. When you have your own business, it can feel hard or even impossible to take time off. We work days, nights, through weekends and holidays. Our inbox and Instagram are always open, and it's easy to check throughout the day. I'm pretty sure that's not just me. So what can you do to be able to take time off without losing business? Well, the first thing you have to do is to set boundaries. You have to figure out how much work you want to do and when. If you don't want to work weekends, then don't. And if you feel like you have to, you need to change some things around. Maybe you need to set some autoresponders on. You have to, first of all, decide, and then you have to inform your clients how you work and when they can get in touch with you. You have to decide how long your delivery times are and all those things. That's your first step. The next thing you have to do is to automate and market smart. Of course, you can just take off at any point and stop replying to emails and don't do any marketing, but your business will probably suffer from that. Instead, you should set up systems. Have auto reply on your email so those emailing you will know when to expect an answer. And as I said, first you have to make sure that you decide how often you want to check, and more importantly, when to reply to emails. Is it once a day, once a week? And then set up your auto response. This is also a good idea whether you're planning to take time off or not. And you can always change the response time for when you're feeling like you've got too much on your plate or when you're away. To be honest, I still work when I'm on holiday, but just a tiny bit, just enough to make sure that I'm still communicating with clients and potential clients. Like right before the pandemic, I was in Bali for 3 weeks, and during those weeks, I booked several weddings without doing more than just replying to a few emails and sending out contracts and invoices, which were all ready to go. And I had a couple of booking meetings. All the marketing that gave me those bookings, that was already done because I focused so heavily on SEO and my website. So my bookings mostly come on autopilot. Don't get me wrong, it's been a really long road to get to that point, but at least I've made sure that I don't have to post on social media daily to get the clients that I need. That would stress me out so much. And when I do post on social media, it's almost always scheduled ahead of time. I've set up auto posting so I don't have to think about it. That also makes taking time off so much easier. For example, I know that my following is most engaged at night, like between 6 and 9 p.m., but I don't want to spend that time posting, so I just schedule my posts so they'll go out at that point anyway. If you're curious about all this stuff when it comes to automating your workflow and all that, you should know that there's an episode with Charlotte Isaac coming up, and you should also check out episode 14 with Kate Wilkinson about automating your marketing using Pinterest. Another very helpful thing to do is to outsource. And I know that's a very scary concept because it means giving up control to a certain extent. And you may also feel it's cheating. But honestly, what other professionals do you know that insist on doing everything from shooting to editing, web design, accounting, and marketing themselves? So if you want more free time, outsourcing is a great solution. I outsource my editing a lot of the time, but that doesn't mean that my photos aren't mine. It means that I've shown a professional editor how I edit, and I've shared my presets with them, and she emulates my style. I usually edit some of the photos from the session myself, then I export the Lightroom catalog and send it off. Then a few days later, I get it back fully edited. I'll go through the photos, make some adjustments, and upload them to my delivery software, PicTime, and then I send it off. That saves me so much time and so much frustration dealing with white balance adjustments and all that. So this is just a little shout out to my editor, Marianne, who I'll be sure to link to in the show notes. Remember, you can outsource your accounting, your blog writing, social media management, web design, submissions, setting up your CRM, which is your client relationship management software, or your email software. Remember that you're still a photographer even if you don't do everything yourself. Actually, you're probably going to end up being an even better photographer because of it, because you'll have more time to spend photographing and learning rather than dealing with all the things yourself. So in a couple of weeks, I'm actually going to take some time off / work differently. My boyfriend and I and our dog, we're going on a camper van adventure for most of the summer. I'm going to read, I'm going to knit, I'm going to learn a bunch of new things, and I'm going to photograph for fun, which I haven't done in years, I don't think. I've turned down most of the shoots I've been offered, and I've only said yes to some select few. My boyfriend has a normal job that's going to be there waiting for him when he gets back, but I have to make sure that my business doesn't fall off the face of the earth even when I'm taking time off. I feel like taking this time, it's a great investment in building my brand and in figuring out if I'm in the right place, and also in relaxing and having some cool experiences. And on the more personal side of things, I have to challenge my anxiety to do this because I love being at home and I'm kind of scared of us driving off the side of the road. And I'm also scared of heights and of water and basically all the things. But at the same time, I can't wait to experience something different. I love my life, but I can't really tell this year apart from the last. And that's really true even in the years before the pandemic as well. It's just all so similar, and I want something more right now, something different. This is kind of something we've been thinking about for some years. Maybe not this specifically, but something like this, just doing something different. But nothing's ever come of it. And then when my mom died suddenly this fall, it kind of brought back that whole maybe anxiety-driven part of me saying that we only live once, and if we're going to do this, it's now. So we're doing it. If you want to see how it goes, you're going to have to follow along on Instagram, because of course I'm going to still be releasing new episodes every Tuesday, but I won't be talking about our adventure on here. I've been working nonstop for years, doubling up on both photo clients and doing education. And well, actually, both me and my boyfriend have been working nonstop for years. He's been doing long hours at work and we've been doing home renovations. And when we have time off, we're really too exhausted to do anything fun and exciting. And as I mentioned before, I've been a photographer for years, but I haven't really taken photos for myself for such a long time. And I just can't wait to just play and learn and have fun. And that's really what I want for you too. I want you to remember that photography should be fun and artistic and a creative outlet for you. And that's why I'm so passionate about teaching about business, because you need that to be working smoothly in the background so that you can do the things that you should and want to. If you try to do all the things, it can easily come back to haunt you. Not to mention, what a waste of your talent. You're such an amazing photographer and you're spending precious time doing all sorts of things that anyone could be doing for you. I'm about to leave for the trip of a lifetime. It's going to be an amazing opportunity to get back in touch with all the things that mean the most to me. It does mean that I can't spend too much time on the road emailing clients that aren't the right fit, or updating my website, or recording new podcast episodes. So what does that really mean? I guess it means that I have to be more intentional and more strategic. I have to plan ahead and get really strict with myself about what truly matters. And honestly, I'm so sure that you could benefit from the same thing. And if you know that you only want to do weddings, should you really be saying yes to other things? I guess that's one thing, but don't perfect offers that are about something that you don't really want to do. And maybe raise your prices so that you don't spend any time working without being truly, truly worth it. As an ending note, something that I've sadly been reminded of this year: life is short. We have no idea what's coming to us. So don't waste yours and do what you want to be doing and live your life while you've got the chance. Thanks for listening to Sustainable Photography. Head over to Instagram at Ingvild Kolnes to tell me what you want future episodes to be all about. Check out the show notes over at ingvildkolnes.com/podcast. You can learn more about the Sustainable Photography Program and sign up for the waitlist there. To get more of this content, make sure you subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support makes all the difference. Talk soon.